Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How you guys doing out there today, man? Welcome back, welcome back. So we're back here with another reaction. Gonna be checking out the Beatles. I saw her standing there. Okay, so the Beatles, man, I've been having a lot of fun learning about them. I'm very early on my journey, man. I've probably got about 4 songs that I've heard from them to this point. I want to say it's only 3. So we're here with another Beatles song, man. This one, I saw her standing there. People are saying, hey, you should really see their growth, because that was one of the most important things about the Beatles when they came out, was their growth and how they influenced all the music that came after them, right? Because they hit different strides, man. One of the biggest ones I'm hearing is about Sgt. Pepper, about how that influenced a lot of the bands that I've reacted to here, like progressive rock type music. They really changed the landscape, so I'm excited, man, because the Beatles, like I said, if there's one band I need to learn about on this channel, period, I feel like it's the Beatles, man. The Beatles, you don't grow up in this world and not hear about how they had an impact and influence on music. So even though I haven't tapped into their music and listened to it on my own outside of reacting, I knew their name. They're ginormous. They're monsters, right? Not monsters in a bad way, but they're undeniable. You can see them from so far away. That's what I mean. They're colossal, man. So I've heard of them. I'm excited to finally understand what they did to music. Although I can't experience the way you guys did. That's really where the magic comes from, is being able to see it happen in real time, like you guys, a lot of you guys did. I don't get that, but at least I can hear their music and try to help build my own understanding. So here we are with the Beatles. I saw her standing there, man, taking a little picture. I like to soak this in, man, because I'm gonna see these guys transform. I'm gonna see them morph over time. And I did a now and then that's on the channel, right? So I'm seeing Paul McCartney, I'm seeing all these gentlemen, George, Ringo, and John, at later stages in their life and whatnot. Well, of course, you know, I've done like John Lennon's Imagine, so rest in peace to George and John, man, no longer with us. But either way, you guys get what I'm saying. Sorry I'm rambling. I'm just excited, man. This is a whole new journey for me, and probably, I don't know, man. It's just so important. It's so important to me. So let's go ahead and get started, man. I saw her standing there. Here we are.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is turning that bass up, by the way.
She wouldn't dance with another. Whoa, when I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room, and I held her hand in my Well, we danced through the
Hey. Oh, dude. Groovy. Like some innocent love.
I'll never dance with another. Oh, since I saw her
Hey, dude. Yeah, okay, alright, I like it, man. I like it. I saw her standing there. Think about that. This is the first song, right? This is the first song. We'll dive into it a little bit. I want to say maybe we're seeing their debut album right here. Please, please me. So that sounded like some puppy love. I don't know how old they were when they did this. So if you guys want to fill me in on that, if I don't find that information, man, I'm assuming we got some young or older teenagers, right? Maybe 17, 18. I don't know. But it's really cool to hear this sound right here, man. That bass was popping. I think that's Paul right on the bass. Really jangy kind of guitar going on, but this is just a fun little track right here. I could see you guys are y'all dancing at the school with this one, man. This one has to be popping off at the schools, dancing at some schools, man. I guess it adds to the experience just to see all these gentlemen right here smiling, and me just thinking, hearing this song too. You guys changed the world, man, right? You guys changed the world of music. And at this point, they probably didn't even know it. They probably didn't even know this was coming, man. But here they were, man, getting ready to shock the world, man. So let's jump into this one a little bit, man. I saw her standing there, released in 1963, 3 years into the 60s, man. Right there. It's recorded in February, released in March off the UK Please Please Me album, man. Rock and roll is what it was considered. Released at 2 minutes 55 seconds, written by McCartney and Mr. Lennon, produced by George Martin, another great name I've been hearing about and learning about through you guys. Thank you so much. I know, gentlemen, let me know there's 6 people who were responsible for pretty much what we got. Now, I don't know if they were on board the whole time. At least it looks like George Martin was. But there's another name, and I'll try to find that before it's all said and done. But let's go ahead and continue with this. I Saw Her Standing There is a song by the English rock band The Beatles, written by Paul McCartney and John Lennon. It is the opening track on the band's 1963 debut UK album and their debut US album, introducing The Beatles. So it looks like they had 2 different names. In the UK, Please Please Me. In the US, introducing The Beatles, man. Let me know if you guys know why that is that it had different names. I'd like to know that. In December 1963, Capitol Records released the song in the United States as the B-side on the label's first single by the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand. While the A-side topped the U.S. Billboard chart for 7 weeks, starting February 1964, I Saw Her Standing There entered the Billboard Hot 100 on 8 February 1964, remaining there for 11 weeks, so even longer. Peaking at number 14, the song placed at the Cashbox chart for only 1 week at number 100 on the same week. Whoa, dang, that is quite a difference, huh? So the song was originally titled 17. It looks like they changed it to I Saw Her Standing There. The song was conceived by McCartney when driving home from the Beatles concert as a modern take on the traditional song As I Roved Out, a version of 17 Come Sunday that he had heard in Liverpool in 1960. So a different song. He was kind of inspired by it to make a modern, more traditional version, or a modern version of it. So down here it says the lyrics were written in a Liverpool Institute exercise book. Remember the Recollections and the Photographs of the Beatles, a book by McCartney's brother Mike McCartney. Includes a photograph taken in front of the room of his home of Lennon and McCartney writing the song while strumming their acoustic guitars and reading the exercise book. It typified how Lennon and McCartney would later work in partnership, as McCartney subsequently reflected, I had She Was Just 17 and then never been a beauty queen. When I showed it to John, he screamed with laughter and said, you're joking about that line, aren't you? According to McCartney, we came up with, you know what I mean, which was good because you don't know what I mean. It was one of the first times he ever went, what must change that, Lennon said. Or Lennon said, that's Paul doing his usual good job of producing what George Martin used to call a pot boiler. I helped with a couple of lyrics. The songwriting credit on the Please Please Me liner notes is McCartney-Lennon, which differs from the more familiar Lennon-McCartney that appears on subsequent releases. So that's cool, man. So I guess Paul would write something, John would say, hey man, that's a little silly, man, let's change that line because that's not going to go over well. Like, people don't connect with that. So you know, McCartney was driving and Lennon occasionally would adjust the course. So there you go. Pretty cool stuff. And it sounds like, I mean, we're going to see as I go along just how that continued to happen, maybe. So that'd be exciting to see. Down here, we got the personnel, and it looks like Ian McDonald. So let me know if that was the 6th person's name I will have to remember here. That might be so Ian McDonald, new to the Beatles, trying to take this in and learn about it, man. So really appreciate that. But it's pretty cool, man. We've got the beginning right here with them. I saw her standing there. So I don't know, maybe we'll be able to tap in more and more. I hope you guys get to see this on YouTube, man. Once again, I'm gonna be trying to get everything up on YouTube, but know that it will be on my Patreon if you guys want to join there to not miss any Beatles uploads that happen. All right, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate your support, you standing here with me watching this video. Appreciate that. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the descriptions down below for other ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation request. Guys, thank you so much for rocking with me. I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.